Hello, TheLadyKeziah here. Did you know that seasons are made and not found? You can call it the internal shift. The transition into a new chapter of life is often associated with the turning of a page on a calendar or the stroke of midnight on New Year's Eve. We treat these chronological markers as magical thresholds, expecting the mere passage of time to deliver us into a land of fresh opportunities and renewed energy. However, true transformation is not a byproduct of the clock. Should I repeat? True transformation is not a byproduct of the clock. The profound reality of personal growth is that you don't step into a new season because the calendar has changed. You step into a new season because you have changed. Should I repeat? You don't step into a new season because the calendar has changed. We step into new seasons when we change. Let's therefore consider this. Number 1, the illusion of the calendar. Time is a linear measurement, but you see, human experience is clinical and evolutionary. A date on a calendar is an external event. It is objective, indifferent, and occurs regardless of our readiness. If we rely solely on the dates to define our new season, we often find ourselves carrying old baggage, outdated habits, and the same weary mindset into a brand new year. A new season without an internal shift is simply the same life in a different month, the same life in a different year. Without a change in the occupant of time, the time itself remains hollow. Should I repeat? Without a change in the occupant of time, the time itself remains hollow. To truly inhabit a new season, we must first undergo an internal renovation, a renovation that makes the old way of living uncomfortable and a new way of living necessary. Number 2, change as a requirement for entry. A new season in life usually demands a different version of the self. Just as a tree must shed its leaves to survive the winter, the dry season, and prepare for the spring or the wet season, a person must shed old identities to survive and thrive in a new era. Here, let's look at mindset as the key, the weight of habits, and emotional readiness. Mindset as the key. A new season requires a new perspective. Yeah? If you are entering a season of leadership, but still think and behave with the insecurity of a follower, you haven't truly entered that season yet. You are merely occupying the space, the weight of habits. You cannot bring the behaviors that kept you stuck in the wilderness into your promised land. Should I repeat? The behaviors that kept us stuck in the wilderness, we can't bring them into the promised land. The discipline required for a new level of success must be cultivated before that level is reached. Emotional readiness. Many often, we stay in old seasons because we are emotionally attached to our past versions. Stepping forward requires the courage to say goodbye to who we were yesterday. Number 3, the internal compass. When you change internally, your values shift, your boundaries strengthen, and your vision clears. The world around you begins to rearrange itself. You start to notice opportunities that were previously invisible. You stop soul-crushing habits. The soul-crushing habits that you once found tolerable, you stop all of them. This is the moment the season actually changes, not when a date on the calendar changes. You might find that your external circumstances are exactly the same as they were a month ago, but still something within you has changed. The same body, the same you outwardly, but because you have changed inwardly, you begin to interact with your circumstances with a new audacity, a new authority. You no longer fit into the small boxes of your past. The new season is effectively your external environment catching up with your internal reality. As simple as that. We can say we are entering a new season when there's a change in you, that this change would affect your life externally. That is the new season, not when a change in the calendar or the clock changes. Let us therefore stop waiting for the world to give us a fresh start and start creating one from within. Should I repeat? Let us stop waiting for the world to give us a fresh start, and let's start creating a fresh start, a new season from within. The calendar can provide a prompt for reflection, but it cannot provide transformation. The way some of you have meant 31st night, it would just be a change of dates. 31st December will move you into 1st of January. Real change is an inside-out process, not a change in a calendar. When you commit to the hard work of evolving your mind, healing your spirit, and refining your actions, you don't have to wait for a specific date to begin again. You step into your new season the very moment you become the person capable of walking through that door. Should I repeat? When you commit to the hard work of evolving your mind, healing your spirit, and refining your actions, you don't have to wait for a specific date to begin again, to start anew. You step into your new season the very moment you become the person capable of walking through those doors. Think about these things. Much love and blessings.